Alright, what we're going to do now is I went back and redefined the tail a little bit more, made them a little bit deeper than what I had them before, and now we're going to go to the back side. And back side is pretty well the same as the front. You're going to follow your line. One can be over the other on here, so let's just start from the bottom of the tail or the feather and go take it all the way up to that notch again, and then we're going to swing it this way for this one. Okay, and I use, when I go around, what I do is I don't take my point all the way through the top. I kind of let this portion of the knife take care of that. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to do each one just like we did before. I'm going to bring this up and around. There we go. And same thing here, we're going to kind of follow that through. And this one here. Yep, that one right there. Alright. I'm going to spray this lightly. Hopefully we won't end up with any checks, but we'll find out. Just a little bit. Alright. And we're going to take our knife and we're going to, this one looks like it's over, so we're going to start on this side. We're going to take this knife and we're going to follow that line if we can, if it's sharp enough. Your knife really has to be sharp for this, folks. Not going to work if it's half dull like mine is right now. Alright, let me go back and sharpen because I need to make sure that this is right. Alright, so I just want to make sure I get that one cut in there first, nice and clean. Alright. Alright. Now you can use one of these flat chisels to do this, but I prefer just the knife for the most part. Okay? And the same thing here. We're just gonna do it like so. Okay, up here, see, one comes out and one goes under. You're going to just take a little more off at the end here and kind of match that feather going up and around. Okay? So, alright, and same thing over here. This comes out and around like so. So you're going to take a little more off there. And you're going to take a little more off in this corner. So you have the illusion that it's then at the top. Now I have to work on that a little bit here. And because of the way the wood is running with it, it's very, very delicate. So you want to be careful when you do this. Alright? You just want to take your time and make sure your knives are sharp. See how I have that? So we have this one done. Now I'm going to go over here and start this next one. Alright, it didn't come out clear, so what you want to do is just go back and recut it. Just take your time. This is not a racing contest. As much as I would have loved to have this done for our club meeting tonight at Lancaster, and clubs are wonderful. They are neat because you can see what people are working on. You can ask questions if you're not sure about something. And it's just a neat time to get together and just talk about carving, you know, and see what people are working on. And again, here we want to undercut that a little bit right there. This is our next feather coming up and around, and we're going to just round this off a little bit. And bring this a little bit. And this takes a little bit of time to do that. See how we have that now? We've got this feather on the top, and you know, and then these come out. Like this one will be first, this one's behind this one, and so on all the way down. So you're going to cut above that line, okay? You're going to cut down to that line. Same thing here, you're going to cut to the line on the other way. So these are laying this way. This one's laying this way. When you look at it from the front, these are laying down this way, and these are layered on top of each other like so. Alright, so that's as much as I'm going to show you here. I like to rather do this on my own where I can see it a little bit better. But just be careful when you do this. You know, you do one, go do another here. And just take your time. You know, there's no rush to this. Because if you rush it, you're going to snap something off. Now, see how thick I have this? It's about 1/4 of an inch thick. Of course, that's not realistic in a real feather. It's going to be really, really thin. But just looking at it, you know, it gives it that illusion, you know, that it's fluffy and it's full, and that's what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on these feathers in the back. And then when we come back, we're going to have some little feathering here to do. Okay, just some feathers, and it's going to be pretty straightforward. There won't be a lot here to do. I got to figure out the feather formation because of the hat, but there'll be some coming down like so, probably, you know, like this, and because they're all out, and then some smaller ones in the front. Okay. And then we'll layer all that, and then I'm going to go back and I'm debating whether I want to sand it or just paint it or do the wood burning on it. The wood burning would make it much nicer of a project, and I think I'll take the time probably to do that. And if I do, it's going to take a little longer for me to finish this project up for you folks, but you get the general idea. You can leave it this way, and you can leave it without doing the feathering on this side. Leave it this way and paint it brown, you know, and paint the hat and the feet, and you'll get an idea of it. All right, but I think I'm going to, since I put so much time into it, I like it to be a real nice piece for you to finish up, and you might learn how to do the burning too. We're going to go into that, and when you go to burn, you really need to sand it. So this is all going to probably be sanded down, and I'll explain all that later. Alright, so let me finish up the carving portions of it, and then we'll probably sand these off first, and then put the feathering in. Alright, we'll be back.